Caroline Dowd-Higgins. Thank you for listening to Your Working Life, my podcast series featuring thought leaders in the career and personal growth arena. I know that you spend a significant portion of your life at work, so I'm on a mission to provide you with tools, inspiration, and resources so you can enjoy your career and love your life. And I am delighted to welcome my special guest to the show today, Megan Tull. Megan, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my goodness, I'm really excited to talk about your new book and your web TV show. Let me tell our listeners all about you. Megan Tull is an entrepreneur success strategist, an in-demand certified business and life coach, international speaker, and transformational leader, and the CEO and founder of Silver Lining Concepts, a business coaching and consulting firm that offers innovative and transformational programs and workshops for small to mid-sized companies. Now, Megan has been an entrepreneur for over 25 years and has assisted thousands of business professionals in reaching their professional and personal goals. She offers life-changing solutions, showing her clients how to create the income they desire while living an authentic, joyful life based on balance and self-care. And today we're going to talk about Megan's new book, The Passion Belief Method, Own Your Own Value and Earn Your Worth in Business. So Megan, let's talk about that. How did you come to write this book, and what is the Passion Belief Method?
Oh, so it actually has been a dream of mine, Caroline, for over 10 years to write this book. And my life has really been full of so many incredible experiences, some positive, some negative, some very challenging. But, they all offered great learning opportunities and life lessons. And I've had the honor to work with hundreds of business professionals and entrepreneurs directly over the last 25 years. So I've been able to learn how they're struggling. What is the main areas of struggle for them? So I wanted to have a way for me to share the insight that I've gained over the years through my coaching practice, and obviously the life lessons that I learned, and wanted to be able to share that with others. So this led to the development of my Passion Belief Method, which is a 5-step process or formula to becoming your empowered self. And I share this in the book. So it's really a book that addresses all areas of your life. So it allows you to create a mindset of achievement, and then also provides the steps to really be able to reach your desired level of success in all areas of your life.
And I love how you are giving us permission to define success on our own terms, because it is unique for every individual. But Megan, you talk so eloquently in the book about how you have overcome adversity, and I know many of our listeners have as well, but I'd love for you to take us back, if you will, and share about your background so we can get to know you better.
Sure. So I actually came home from work one day. My sister and my mother were watching my son, and I found out that I had tragically lost my husband. So there I was at age 30, a widow and a single mother, all of a sudden a 2.5-year-old son. Wow. So my whole world turned upside down, as you can imagine. And I really, kind of put my game face on and decided that I was just going to, stay strong for my son and move forward. And I really was determined not to be a victim. And I made a promise to myself that the most important thing in my life was my son, and I needed to make him my priority. So at that time, I was working for a company that I traveled quite a bit. And so it required me to be away from him. And I was really feeling guilty having to leave him. So I made the huge decision to quit my full-time job and to start a business from home. Now, everybody around me thought I was absolutely crazy, but I knew in my heart that this was the right thing to do. And my why of why I wanted to do it, to be there for my son, was so much greater than the fear. So I jumped in and really started learning everything I possibly could, because I went from marketing face to face to having to learn online marketing, which was certainly a huge
Very
learning curve
different.
for me.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. But after a lot of ups and downs and in that huge learning curve, I was able to actually triple my income my first year in business.
Wow.
So, yeah, so it was like, oh, opened my eyes to a whole new world of, okay, this is actually really amazing. And I learned what was possible in the entrepreneurial world. So, I had a lot of individuals asking what I was doing to be so successful. And so they were asking me if I can help them do the same. And so I decided, well, I have some processes and systems in place that I think I can teach. So that's when my business coaching business started about 15 years ago. And, I really had a lot of peaks and valleys, continuing on. And what I had found is, I really wasn't fully in alignment with my purpose. So I know a lot of the listeners on the line probably have experienced much the same of, you have great successes and then all of a sudden, you're not making any money. And so it's like this roller coaster ride. And it always felt, Caroline, as if I was pushing a rock up the hill,
Yeah.
like out this struggle. And I'm pretty confident and I'm pretty determined and a goal setter. So I could always kind of push through. But, I just didn't want to struggle anymore. So I really took some time to dig deep and do some self-discovery to really get clear on what I wanted both personally and professionally. And, instead of focusing on what I thought I needed, I focused on what I truly wanted. And I started becoming crystal clear on my purpose. So now I'm really, really clear on my mission. And my passion is to assist entrepreneurs in turning their passion into a highly profitable business that they love, creating a life of love, health, abundance, and prosperity. So I'm so blessed now to get to be able to help others by sharing my gifts. And since that time of that transformation in my life and becoming alignment with my passion and my values and my purpose, I've attracted my wonderful husband. So we've now been married for 5 years, and he came with Lauren and Ashley. So we have a wonderful blended family of 5.
Great.
So I'm certainly living proof that with a lot of faith and persistence and getting clear on your purpose, dreams really can come true. So I feel
That's
very, very
extraordinary.
blessed.
And thank you for giving us all permission to get alignment and also know that things change, right? Our life changes frequently and we might need to realign or tweak or re-envision our clarity. It's not a one size fits all for our entire lifetimes.
Absolutely.
So you speak so well in the book about how so many people are coasting on autopilot, and whether that resonates with you as a listener or someone who's on autopilot, someone with no passion or connection to what they're doing. Why is that, Megan, that so many people just coast?
Well, I think a lot of times people are not clear on what their passion is, and they get out of high school and go into college, and they usually study something that they feel is an area that they're going to get a good job in or make the most money. And so, what happens is you start living this life, and you get into a situation where you're living your life day to day, like you said, almost on autopilot. And you have this lifeless existence with no passion. So the thing is that it doesn't have to be that way. You can actually live a fulfilled life, and you can really live the life of your dreams. So the great news is that you have a choice to make. You can either stay stuck, for those of you who feel like you're in this realm of living this passionless life, or you can choose a different path. So it really does take a very determined individual to step out and break free from his or her current life and create a different reality in their business and life. And that's really what inspired me to write the book, to give individuals those steps when they're ready to do that. But there are three things in common of these individuals that are ready to create the life of their dreams and live their passion. And those three things are: they have a burning desire that no longer allows them to ignore their passion. And the second thing is they're 100% committed to making serious changes. So it has to be more than just wanting to. You have to be willing to do the work, right? And then the third thing is they are ready to start taking responsibility for their actions and their results, and start getting clear on what they want moving forward. Because, so many times we blame other people, we blame our circumstances for where we are, but we really are where we are because of our own choices and decisions that we made in our life. So once we take responsibility for that, then we know, guess what? We also are responsible for our future. So you can change that just by getting clear on what you want and start taking those necessary action steps. There's a great quote by Dolly Parton, and she says, "Find out who you are and do it on purpose." I just love that.
Love that. Yeah. So, Megan, I'd love to pick your brain. As a career coach, I so often work with individuals, some of whom are entrepreneurs, others are in organizations, and they lose sight of what value they bring to the table, their strengths, their gifts. So what is your advice about how entrepreneurs specifically, since that is your sweet spot, can determine what value they bring?
Yeah, so, going back to what the real problem is, I mean, so many, and it isn't just entrepreneurs, it's actually business professionals in general, struggle with realizing unique value of the expertise or the services that they offer. And it results in the lack of confidence about their worth in the workplace or in their business. So this ultimately prevents them from charging or asking for what they're worth. So, in order to truly own your value, you must identify what makes you unique. So, the first step in that is asking yourself, what are your God-given talents, your strengths, your skills, your education and experience? So, your value comes from all of those things. So that's why there's no two people alike. And you are extremely unique, and that is such a blessing. So, you want to get clear on what are you bringing to the table? What makes you different? What makes you unique? And then you want to think about, how does your value serve others?
Yes.
So that's what it's all about. It's not about you per se. God has given us these amazing gifts and talents to be able to serve and share with others and really make an impact and make a difference in the world. So getting clear on how your gifts or your value really can serve others is the key. So what solution do you offer your clients or the people that you work with or the people around you? Or if you're an entrepreneur, what solution do you offer to your ideal target clients? And, this is addressing, their problems or challenges. How can you help them through that? And when you get clear on this is when your value becomes very evident, and you'll really be able to gain confidence when you're going through this process. And this confidence will allow you to step forward and be more empowered and be able to ask for what you're worth and get it. So that is the key. And it certainly comes easier for some people than others, but it does take a bit of soul searching, and that's a lot of the work that I do, and really pulling out what those gifts are and what those talents are, because sometimes we're so close to it, Caroline, we almost take it for granted. We don't realize that it's unique or special. So sometimes it takes somebody outside to point it out and say, hey, you're really amazing or gifted at this.
I'm in full agreement. Sometimes we get so close to it, we really have no perspective. And thank you so much for illustrating the beautiful simplicity of how we can think of ourselves as solution providers. That's really so poignant and spot on. So Megan, the book's extraordinary, the passion belief method, but what I'd love for you to do is entice our readers with a few of the takeaways so they can dive into the book and learn from it. What are some of those things that you want them most importantly to take away from your book?
Well, the passion belief method is really a complete guide. It's really like a roadmap to your success. It's filled with inspiring stories, simple tools, and strategies to help you develop a mindset for achievement. And as I'd mentioned earlier, it really will allow you to reach your desired level of success in all areas of your life. And the book offers the 5-step formula, the passion belief method, which focuses on, becoming your empowered self and living a life of passion, love, integrity, health, joy, and purpose, all while making a difference in the world. And what's so neat about the book, Caroline, is you can, read the book consecutively, chapter by chapter, or, if you're feeling like you're struggling in a particular area, you can pick it up and go directly to that chapter. For example, I have the book in front of me now. I just opened up to chapter 4, Breaking Through Resistance. So if you're feeling like you're blocked or, you're having a challenge with something and struggling, and in feeling like you're pushing that rock uphill, you can go straight to that chapter, for example, and work through that chapter. And there's nice exercises at the end of each chapter to help you really implement and put to work some of the principles that are found in the book.
I think it's going to be a continued resource for all the readers, right? As you said, it can be a great opportunity for a tune-up at a moment where you really need that inspiration and those very detailed action steps that you provide. Megan, let's talk a little bit about your web TV show called Own Your Value and Earn Your Worth. Tell me more.
Yeah, so this was something that I started over a year ago, and it really kind of was a spin-off of the information that I provide in the book. So each week, Thursday mornings at 10 o'clock Central, I speak on a particular topic, and it's actually interesting because I don't even know what I'm going to talk about that day until I kind of wake up, come in my office, and kind of just get centered. And
inspiration strikes, right?
Yeah, whatever's coming up for me that day is what we talk about, and it's just really me sharing from my heart and sharing some of these principles that I've learned that I share in the book. And so it's around specific topics each day. Now I've been on hiatus. I pick it back up. December 3rd is going to be our next show. So yes, very excited to get back to that because I really, really enjoy doing the TV show and connecting with more folks.
And how can we access that?
So you can actually gain access by going on my website, megantull.com, and you just find the tab at the top that says Web TV Show, and you can actually watch it live right there.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Good segue, too. Megan, how can we buy your amazing book?
Yes, so the book has been launched and is available as of November 10th, so certainly very excited about that. And it is available on Amazon, and we hit bestseller status, so I was super excited about that.
That's great.
Yes, and also you can find it at your favorite bookstore. So whatever's your desired way of getting the book, it's available either way.
And you also have a book site at passionbeliefmethod.com, correct?
Yes, and there are links that you can click, like Amazon links, and then also the various different bookstores that the book is available are all listed there. And there also is a free gift. You can enter your name and email address, and I'll send you a sample chapter of the book.
Fantastic.
So you could take advantage of that opportunity as well.
Megan, what a joy to have you on. I want to remind the audience the passion belief method: own your value and earn your worth in business. Megan, give us one last bit of wisdom before we close today.
Well, I want to encourage everybody and let them know that we all have a unique gift that we possess, a gift that we are meant to share. And when we do, it really allows us to truly be fulfilled and be of tremendous service to others. So now is your time to light that fire within you. Now is your time to shine. So I want to encourage everybody to discover what that is for them and go out and make it happen.
Megan Tull, you are an inspiration. I am so impressed. Thank you so much for sharing your time and expertise today. The passion belief method is extraordinary, and I know that our listeners rather, will benefit from this amazing resource. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving me the honor to share with your guests. It was my privilege today.
Be well, Megan. Take good care.
You too.
And I want to thank all of you for tuning in to Your Working Life, where my goal is to help you design your career destiny so it doesn't happen by default. True career and life satisfaction is possible, and it's time to embrace what you love doing so you can do more of it. And my show is now available on iTunes, YouTube, Podbean, and Stitcher. It's exciting to see how it's taking off, and I am grateful that you are listening. Leave me a comment because I always appreciate your feedback. I'm Caroline Dowd-Higgins. Take good care.